Understand that it is very important for us to have a good level of self-worth. When we have a low self-worth, we will find ourselves in more toxic situations, entertaining people and things that don't belong in our life. We will find ourselves in greater levels of depression. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Stefan Labossiere, aka Stefan Speaks, back with another dating, life, relationship advice video to help you see a higher quality or experience a higher quality of life. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 ways to increase your self-worth. All right. Before we get into it, as always, be sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. All right. And leave your comments below. Give some ideas on what you feel are ways to increase your self-worth, or just give me feedback on the video. But either way, make your comments below. And also be sure to check out the book, Love After Heartbreak. It's going to give you the steps to healing. It's going to aid you in the process of increasing your self-worth. I have the link below in the description as well as in the comment section. All right. Also available on Amazon. Now, let's get into 5 ways to increase your self-worth. Now, first and foremost, understand that it is very important for us to have a good level of self-worth. When we have a low self-worth, we will find ourselves in more toxic situations, entertaining people and things that don't belong in our life. We will find ourselves in greater levels of depression, unhealthiness. So much can go wrong because we lack self-worth. And I don't want that to happen to any of you, man or woman. So I want to give you some guidance on how you can start improving in this area right away, because doing so is so essential to living a higher quality of life. All right. And also, God didn't put you on this earth to have low self-worth. You are worthy. You have great value. You are someone special. All right. And you deserve wonderful and amazing things. And I want you to embrace that reality. So here are some steps. Number 1, stop taking things personally. Now, I know it's easier said than done, but taking things personally is one of the greatest deteriorators of self-worth. Because when we take things personally, we internalize the things that people say and do to us, or even just what we come across, and we personalize it rather than realizing it's not always about us. And when we learned how to not to take things so personally, how to not be so offended by everything someone says, you will find yourself being able to stay on a more positive path. How to keep your mind in a healthier place. All right. So it's important to guard yourself in that way. And again, not guard yourself as in have walls up. Just guard yourself in the sense that I'm not going to let this negative energy penetrate my spirit, penetrate my mind, because then it can wreak havoc within our body, in our emotional state, and cause all kinds of problems, as well as mentioned, decreasing our self-worth. So even the people who have done things to you in the past, it's a symptom of hurt people hurting people. They did it because they're caught up in their own emotions. It's not really about you, all right, or how they're even viewing you in that moment. It's about the issues within them. So do not internalize it. Do not take things personally. Learn how to shake it off. Again, this will take some time to master, so practice it, all right? Practice choosing not to be offended. You can make that choice. I hear things being said about all kinds of, about men, about black men, or about whatever. I don't get offended. You know what? That's y'all problem. It ain't mine. I'm not letting that put me in a negative place. That's how I want you to approach it. Like, you know what? Let those people talk all the negativity they want. It has nothing to do with you. Even when they want to attack you, they're attacking you because they have issues. Plain and simple. All right. So do not internalize. Do not internalize. Now, number 2, start setting some goals in your life. All right. It is hard to have great self-worth when we don't feel like we're doing anything with our lives, when we don't feel like we've accomplished anything. However, being productive, all right, reaching goals, accomplishing things makes us feel better. Period. That's just the way it works. And so it will be very good and healthy for you to start setting some goals. Now, they can be some long-term ones, some short-term ones. I think you should have a mixture of all, because you want to make sure you give yourself small goals to easily accomplish, all right, but can create momentum, a momentum of progress and productivity. Then you want to have the kind of those mid-level goals, and then you want to have the bigger ones, all right? And some of them might be, all right, you got some weekly goals, maybe some daily goals, you got some goals for the next 6 months, the goals for the year, and you don't have to look too far ahead. I don't really believe in like saying, okay, well, I got to be here in 5 years, because so many twists and turns can happen in our lives. But at the very least, I can shoot for things this year. At the very least, I can focus on what I need to accomplish this week. And again, when you start to feel more productive, when you're hitting your goals, it's going to make you feel better about yourself. All right. As well as keep you in a more positive mindset, keep you productive so that you are growing as an individual. And in that growth, you're going to gain even more self-worth as well. So it just works very well when you set goals in your life. So start identifying some things and let's make that happen. Number 3, learning how to be alone and happy. Now, let me be very clear here. I don't mean you need to be alone forever. I don't mean you need to be such a loner that you don't want anyone around you. I mean that you need to get to a place where you don't need other people in order to generate happiness in your life. All right. That you, even when you are alone, can still create and be happy, can still be positive, that you are not at the mercy of having company. You're not at the mercy of having to be in a relationship, because those who are afraid to be alone start to entertain and tolerate individuals who don't belong in their life. They start to not have a high level of self-worth because they desperately want to attach themselves to anyone who can provide them with companionship. And this is going to set you on a path of more brokenness and damage. So again, the goal isn't to be alone forever. The goal isn't to not want anybody around you ever. The goal is simply finding peace and happiness when you are by yourself. You may still desire a partner in a relationship. You may still have even more fun when you can be around people, because some of us are just more social than others. That's perfectly fine. But you have to have mastered your aloneness, your solitude, in a way that it doesn't drive you to a negative place and into dealing with the wrong people and in the wrong situations. That's the key. And when we can do that, we will increase our self-worth, and we will value not just the time we give to others, all right, and the time that we pour into ourselves as well. So it's important, very important, to learn how to be happy while you are alone. So next on this list, number 4, is start taking better care of yourself health-wise. So listen, I'm just going to run through it really fast, because at the end of the day, when we feel better, all right, and when I say feel better, when we start to take better care of ourselves and we start to feel better from a physical sense, our mind starts to be more positive. We start to be more happy. We start to be more productive. When you're not taking care of yourself, you start to be more fatigued, more stressed out. You may get more anxiety. So much can go wrong because we are not giving our body what it needs, all right? And we're running it ragged. We're letting life run us into the ground. You've got to take control of that and take steps towards greater health. You need more sleep, all right? You got to get some rest. Too many of you are operating off 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and that's not enough for you. You need time to relax and recharge. You need more hydration, drinking more water, all right? The body is consumed or is made up of mostly water. It's essential to our bodies. And when you start to drink enough and more water, and quality water as well, all right, because there is something to that, then that's going to play very well in your mood, in your energy, in your focus, and so on. You got to start to eat better. All right, now I know we're not going to all choose the same things. I'm a plant-based eater. I highly believe in it. I think you should consider it, but I know everyone's not going to go that route. Even if you don't want to become plant-based, just start making better choices with the food you eat. Start limiting the processed foods. Start limiting the sugar. Start limiting the dairy. Start limiting the things that don't agree with your body. And so you can go get a food allergy test. You know what I'm saying? You can go get a blood type test. See what foods now agree with your blood type. What foods will your body react to negatively, so that you can start creating a diet. And when I say diet, more of a lifestyle of eating that's going to be more beneficial to you. All right. So be mindful of that. And of course, exercise as well. Listen, we're not going to all be buff and lifting weights in the gym, but get some kind of activity in your daily routine, or at least a few days out of the week. You want to get the blood flowing. You want to get things going, because again, when we start to feel good internally, all right, we start to feel good about who we are emotionally and mentally. We start to have a greater level of self-worth because we like what we see in the mirror, because we have a more positive outlook, because our minds are not being contaminated by the negative things that we have been putting in our body previous to this video, because I'm going to believe that you're going to make the changes and you're going to start to see the positive results. So start taking better care of yourself if you want to increase your self-worth. And last but not least, number 5 is you need to heal from your past. All right. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have the book Love After Heartbreak, which literally gives you the steps to healing. It is my Stefan Speaks healing method that I've given to thousands of clients in the past, and it has worked for them. I'm not just saying that, that's for real. Those who have done the steps have seen the results, have seen the progress, have completely changed their lives in a positive manner. So this book lays it out for you, and a lot of other things you need to start to understand. Get your copy, click the link below in the description or in the comments section, also available on Amazon. But anyways, to get back to this healing thing, a lot of people lack self-worth because they're still holding on to the damage from their past. It goes into the internalizing of what people have done to us and how we've dwelled in it. How maybe you swept it under the rug and you thought you were fine, but you're not. All right. And how we're holding on to these negative experiences that have now shaped the way that we view ourselves. All right. And we have to let go. We have to process these emotions. We have to release this negative energy from our spirit so that now we can get back to a healthier place. You can't be trying to pile a bunch of good things like, okay, well, I'm going to now say affirmations and I'm going to do these positive things that I mentioned earlier in the video, which is great. You should, but you can't overlook the healing part, because all you're doing is piling good stuff on a messy foundation. You gotta get rid of the garbage, so to speak. All right, you gotta flesh that out, and when you do, you're gonna be able to absorb the positive things even more, and you're gonna be able to feel better about yourself, and you're gonna have a renewed sense of self and a renewed sense of love and life and just all that awaits you in this world. So be sure to heal. And I feel the need to say this right now. For some of you, your brokenness stems from anger or resentment you have towards God. Some of you feel like God lets you down. All right. And in the book, it explains how God may be someone you have to address in order to heal. But I want you to know that God loves you. God has always been there for you, but sometimes we don't understand the method to the madness. We don't understand the process we are being taken through. But if we lean on God and we trust Him, then know you will get what is good for you. Your life will become better than you could have ever expected. And despite all that you've been through, you are still blessed. You still have so much to live for and so much to look forward to. And my spirit just felt the need to share that with you. But again, it just boils down to you need to heal. And when you heal, you will be able to have a greater level of self-worth. So again, I hope and pray this video was helpful to you. If you are struggling with self-worth, again, get the book. Start working on these things. I truly believe you're going to see great results if you put these things into action. Again, be sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.